Hello and welcome to today's United Kingdom talk. I've come to visit my auntie and uncle in Canberra, and they've kindly taken me to a place I was here a long time ago, a religious place called Penrose Park. This is Father Albert, and he's going to tell us a little bit about Penrose Park and what is the purpose of this place.
The main purpose, because we are the Catholic Church religious order, and the places called monasteries, they are for the special purpose, what we call for the religious life, plus in our case it will be also for the invite people from outside to come and spend some time for the spiritual reason the people come to visit.
This is a monastery?
Yeah, it is the monastery and shrine. The monastery is mostly for the monks to live together as a community, but the church, shrine church, is built for the sake of the people who visit our place to want to pray and come to join our services on different occasions. Mostly in our case as a religious order, because our spirituality or charism is more promote Marian devotion in the Catholic Church, and then this shrine is dedicated to Our Lady of Mercy, and that's what they are, our services. In different occasions for the Marian feasts, we invite people to join us and organize the special prayer service on these occasions.
But if anyone can come here, can't they? It doesn't have to be Catholic.
Of course, the place is welcome everyone, and then the day is open every day. Anytime people can come and visit. To come to the church and you join our service, but also the whole area, the property is quite big. It is about 56 acres.
You have many different areas. I noticed as we came in the front, there's a little statue of Mary there.
If I can just put a little bit of history, that will help to understand how the place works. About 29 years ago, our first priest from Poland came to Australia, and he bought this farm with the purpose to, in future, to build.
This was a farm, was it?
It was a farm, and then mostly was the Australian bush, not much, because the area is pretty poor soil, rocky, and he decided to use this place to build the church and shrine. But the whole area was full Australian bush. With the group of the people, they start to cut down the trees and prepare the place for build the shrine.
It was a big job.
It was. Did
you do any tree cutting, Father?
Not myself. I was pretty lucky one who came to Australia a little bit later.
You waited until the job was done, did you? Yeah.
Exactly. But they started everything on the entrance to our property when they arranged in the rock place, build a little chapel plus put the statue of Our Lady, and the first services or masses in this place, they were outdoor always.
So that's where that
was the beginning.
The first thing that you see as you come in, and is
like a outdoor church under the sky. And the people were coming on Sundays to pray in the bush surrounded by Australian nature, and that was the beginning. Later on, when they cut the trees down and then moved further and further
inside,
and then on this moment the church is located at the middle of the property, and end of the property we have big rock with the little cave when Father Augustine, the first priest, put the statue of Our Lady of Lourdes in the grotto, and then we call that place grotto when later on the procession starts. That's how it works. So usually we have like 11 o'clock our mass and after mass lunch.
Is that every day, Father?
Yes, every day. Okay. But on the special occasions we have processions start from the church after lunch, and then we go to the grotto and people can pray rosary in own languages, because this place is attracting a lot of different ethnic groups.
Is this the grotto where there are many little
shrines built by different ethnic groups,
and there are all sorts of different ones which you can see if you're watching this on YouTube.
Later on, that's right. There are about 40 different little shrines, and again they were built by the Polish people firstly, because Father Augustine was originally from Poland, and I am from Poland as well. And then the Polish people came to help him. And what was happening, the people later on, when the procession starts to the grotto, on the way back they did ask him, Father, can we build the little shrine like back in Poland when we have in our villages the little chapels that remind us our own country and our villages? And then he said, yes, all right, you can build the little shrines in the bush.
Because the shrines, they're quite a big area, and I was surprised. Last time, I will be going there later today, but last time I came, was surprised how many there were.
And
some
that's
big,
really,
some small, and
that's what makes this
ones.
place very much unique in Australia. Australia never had any things like that before.
Yes.
And that wasn't even our own plan as well.
Right.
The Father Augustine, in his idea, it was to build a church, monastery, and use grotto as a place of extra prayer. But because the shrines came later on, we can see that as like God's providence to inspire him and the people to build them, because knowing Australia as a multicultural country and all the ethnic groups, when they start to come to this place, they did ask him as well for permission to build shrines for their own people, because to remind them as well, own country, all saints, and then they have like now a little land here to come to pray, to be attached back to own country. And what you mentioned, they are built in different sizes. The first ones, they were quite small and very cute. The other ones became almost like a churches. Especially the Italian ones, you can see they are beautiful and built like the Italian churches. The other, especially the Asian ethnic groups, they build the shrines in the style of buildings from own countries, like Indonesian, Vietnamese, Chinese.
And some of them have glass across them, and some of them have little doors.
That's right. They are pretty. Some open that everyone can come in anytime. Some of them, they are pretty expensive, and that they lock them in.
That's I was going to say. Some of the shrines there are locked. Who goes in those? The people who built them only?
On the special events, like the big celebrations when we have, we always ask the groups to make sure that they are open, the people can come in and have a look and pray. We have keys that if people request, we can open for them as well. But on the ordinary days, because we are quite far away, for the sake of safety, they are locked.
They're locked.
But anytime they can be open. And when the groups comes, because each group has the special national day during the year, they come to celebrate here. They have special masses with and the priests who come and pray in own languages with them. And then after that, they have festival picnic in our area, and that's how this place works.
Well, I've already had your biscuits, and can you believe it's January and we've just had a bit of Christmas cake?
Still, they're the best ones. They can last long.
Tastes very nice. Now we're standing in front of a church. What's the name of this church? Saint
Our Lady of Mercy.
Our Lady of Mercy. And this was
the
built...
image in the church is the Black Madonna image from. This is the copy of the original image from Poland, from Częstochowa.
What is the Black Madonna?
Black Madonna is Our Lady having the baby Jesus in her arms.
Yes.
This is the old image which came to Poland as the original one, from according to tradition from Jerusalem, from the Holy Family, painted by Saint Luke, evangelist. Later on, was taken to the Constantinople, from there to Ukraine, and then finally came to Poland, and now is 600 years in Poland, in our headquarter of our order, the main Marian shrine in Poland. But as a religious order, as a Pauline Fathers, we always take the copy of that image wherever we go around the world. We take that copy of that image with us,
and put it up somewhere.
And in this church we put in, and the main church is dedicated. Here is called Our Lady of Mercy. In the image of the Black Madonna shrine. Yes.
This was built when this
new church was built in 1997. Was blessed by the local bishop. But for many years, for almost 20 years, we had the masses and all the services in the little chapel,
just the outside,
the tin shed.
So people used to get wet, did they?
Yes. When there was a lot of people, they were standing outside, and all the main celebrations was always outdoor celebrations. The chapel could take about 20-30 people. That's
not many at all.
Others, they were standing outside. And that little chapel was made. Firstly, was the local family who was living and owned this property. They were living there, and was just open tin shed when the whole family lived together. Later on, we changed it for the monastery and chapel, when built a little chapel plus rooms, kitchen. But still, that was, for Australia, tin shed, you can imagine, summertime, 40 degree, very hot. Like
well, it's caught me out today, you see, it's been very hot in Canberra.
But winter time, we have temperature below zero here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought it was just the UK that got that.
No, it's not that bad, because daytime is 20.
You were used to this in Poland.
Yes, of course. But
how cold is it getting in Poland?
On this moment, I spoke recently with my mum. Minus 27.
No, we don't get that in the UK.
But that's
this is
the worst winter. This is the worst
about
winter.
Like 20. Oh no, that's not nice. But we've had some snow on the ground. I moved where I lived in Berkshire, just outside London, 1992. And I've never known as much snow as what came down today. So this global warming is not happening.
No.
It's not happening.
Even in this place, because the image what we have of the Black Madonna, what we have in the church, was crowned. This is the tradition.
What's that
the
noise?
tree fall down.
Someone cut that down, or it fall down?
I'm not sure. Could be after the last storm, just today, in this moment.
You think someone doesn't want us to make this programme? I don't know. In the church, we can...
but just coming back what I started to say about that crowning, because in 2001 we made a special crowns. They were blessed by late Pope John Paul II.
A crown?
A crown, the gold crown for Our Lady, for infant Jesus, and that they were placed on the image. That they are a symbol of recognition that this image is the special as a place of prayer and devotion to Our Lady, and that's why the Pope blessed these crowns and we put them on the image. But what was quite funny situation, the crowning happened in the 26th of August, which is winter time here. They was so beautiful, nice, sunny day.
Nice
Monday morning we woke up and full of snow. The whole area covered with beautiful snow.
Here in
this place.
I didn't think Australia got snow.
That's snowy mountains through the
apart from the mountains, but down here,
in this area,
are you quite high up here? Or?
Above 700 meters above the sea level.
So you are quite. I mean, Sydney and Melbourne, they don't
Sydney
get
never.
snow there ever. No. Okay.
But here can change very quickly.
Yeah, it's a very modern church, isn't it?
New.
We can leave that there because I'll do pictures in here. Are we allowed to talk in there, Father? Maybe quietly? Or?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
It's nobody in the church. Yeah.
Oh, the people have gone now. So we're going into the church now.
More lights, and then we can see.
Oh, that's fine, Father. I can see. Yeah. Okay. So we're just moving over.
We can bring camera here. And
we'll bring the camera in as well and do some pictures inside the church. I hope you're finding this a bit different to what we usually do. That's wonderful. Right, Father's just switching on some of the lights. He's disappeared somewhere. And another brother has appeared. Right, we just wait here for a second or two. Some beautiful flowers here as well. You can see on the wall there. And I think that's the crown that Father was just talking about there. A gold crown on the picture there. He's just coming now. Is this the gold crown you were talking about? Oh, that's not... Oh, it's the one over there, is it?
Yeah, we have to...
Okay.
This image is from Malta. This is one of the largest groups which is visiting our shrine on the regular basis, and this is the most popular image of Our Lady in Malta.
Okay.
And there was the Maltese people made that little crown for Our Lady. Yeah.
I see.
But the main image is in the main altar.
Okay, we'll go and have a look at the main altar. It's a big church, isn't it, Father?
It is. We don't really need that big church for our community, but was really built for the reason of the pilgrims who are coming here for special occasions, and then summer times because it's very hot. It's really hard sometimes to keep people outside for the service, and then winter time is pretty cold, and that's why we take the people inside as well.
Right.
On the regular Sundays we don't have so many people. We usually have the crowd about 100, 200 people for Sunday service. But for the special events, 1,000,
it's very
2,000.
busy, so you have the speakers outside for people to hear and everything else.
That's right. Yeah.
And this is where the crown was...
Yes, this is the special 2 crowns made for Blessed Virgin Mary and Infant Jesus.
Right. So we're looking at here a picture. Yeah. And is that made of metal, the crown, is it? Is it metal?
It's gold.
Oh, it's gold, okay.
It's gold.
Okay.
It is made from votive gifts. The people donated, like the rings, chains, for the special, as a Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was melted and made by the artist. Yeah.
Father, the big white behind you is two angels.
Yeah,
are they trumpet? Does it look like trumpets or?
No, the artist was trying to imitate as a rainbow. Yes. In the Old Testament, when we are talking about Noah and his ark, after the great flood, when the flood disappeared, the rainbow came, and Noah understood that as a sign of covenant between God and man.
Right.
And in that case, in the Old Testament history, we understand that rainbow is a symbol of covenant, and that's what the artist who was trying to do, that is a symbol of covenant, and the Blessed Virgin Mary is taking part in that covenant between God and man, and that's why also angels, they are helping, and they are holding that image, and then holding the tabernacle, that gold box there, as a symbol.
It's a very unusual tabernacle as well. That is. The ones I've always seen have been fairly flat, and is that modern? Is it because it's
modern design? Yes, and the angels hold it as well. Yeah.
In many churches that I was at when I was smaller, always the tabernacle was in the middle. Yes. Now it's on the side. Is there a reason for that?
After the Second Vatican Council, the Church changed the rules.
When was that?
That was in the 60s, last century.
Right,
the new rules were saying that the center of the celebration in the church is the altar and the priest who is the leader of the congregation.
Yes.
And the people should focus during the celebration on the altar when the sacrifice is happening, and the priest who represents Christ is the center of the whole celebration. And the Blessed Sacrament, kept in the tabernaculum, was shifted to the side of the church or the side chapel, that as a place of adoration and private prayer. And that's why you can see in many modern churches now.
Are all new churches are arranged like this now?
Not really. It's up to the local bishop or local priest how they want. They still can keep in the center of the church, but they can be shifted on the side or even to the side chapel. Like, for example, we
Shall we have a look at the side chapel there?
But like when you go to the cathedrals or
to the where?
Cathedral, for example, in England or Europe, there are many cathedrals when they have like the side altars, the old-fashioned, and they just shift the Blessed Sacrament to the side altar.
I see. So
that could be possibility to keep the Blessed Sacrament here, but we kept there. But this image
is a small, monastery. What's it called? Monastery?
This is the relics of Saint Faustina Kowalski. Because this image of Jesus here is called Divine Mercy Jesus, and he appeared to one of the nuns in Poland between the First and Second World War, and then gave her a message about God's mercy. And then now that devotion is fully approved by Church, and that this nun, Sister Faustina Kowalski, she is canonized.
Right.
And then we have the little relics. The piece of her bones here.
I'm missing you there, Father. Let's walk over there a little bit. That's it, lovely.
We just have this relics. That is like the special place when we keep these relics of Sister Faustina Kowalski.
And that's in a
little bone. This first-class relics from her tomb.
Is there a name for that gold thing in there?
You can call that monstrance. In
it
the
is a
big
monstrance.
Is used for the exposition of the Blessed Sacrament. When you came today, we did have benediction, and we use. But this one is just a small version. Is used for the relics to keep and for the veneration of people. That on the special occasions we take that out, and people can touch, kiss. Is up to them as a sign of veneration to the saint in this place.
And you have the candles here.
Votive candles. This is very common practice, I think, in the Catholic Church around the world, that the people express on prayers to thanks Jesus, to thanks Blessed Virgin Mary for help, intercession, and then light the candles for that reason to thanks or for special request.
Also to remember people who have died.
Yes, as well. That is the prayer request. The candle usually means that is some special request of prayer from people. Yeah, and it's pretty common in the Catholic churches. Yeah.
You have some wonderful
stained
windows here.
Yeah.
I noticed some of them. It says donated by. Is that a person or a group? Or?
Different groups. Like for example, that one is donated by pilgrims or people from the first Saturday devotion. Every first Saturday of each month we have different group of people coming to pray in our place, and that group on the regular basis collected money to make this window, and that was the Polish group, and that's why it is written underneath in Polish language. And the other one is Saint Maximilian Kolbe, also that was donated by different group of the peoples.
Is this the guy who
was killed in the Auschwitz-Birkenau?
Yes, he stood in for someone else.
That's right. That's the one.
They were going to murder.
The group of the people. One of them was the father of few kids, and he was begging for mercy. Yeah, and Maximilian took his place. Yeah, that's right.
What else have we got there?
This is the image of Our Lady, Help of Christians. She's the main patroness of Australia, and with the Southern Cross stars.
I see that,
in her background.
Something we don't see in the UK.
No,
the Southern Cross
you
stars.
Can't. Sorry, you can't.
There's some more.
There's more here. It's the Black Madonna as well. It's another one is Blessed Mary MacKillop, first Australian saint. And then some others donated by some groups or religious orders to memorize own saints.
What is the beautiful statue
on
down
the back of the church? Yes, we have the statue of Our Lady of Fatima. This is the devotion which really helps this place to grow up, because every 13 of each month we have the special devotion and celebration dedicated to Our Lady of Fatima in this place.
What is her story, Lady of Fatima?
She appeared in 1917. She appeared to the 3 children in Fatima in Portugal, giving them message about the First World War, but also telling that the danger of the Russian revolution of the communists, and asking people to convert, pray for peace, and come back to God. If not, the worst things can come to the world.
Yes.
And then also she was telling the children about asking them to pray rosary, to encourage people that to the prayer, especially pray rosary, that we can help to change world for better. And one of the secrets, because it was the 3 secrets of the Fatima apparitions, one of them it was about John Paul II, what we all later on understood, that was she was talking about his shooting in the St. Peter's Square in 1981.
He recently went, Benedict recently, someone jumped on him, didn't they, in the Christmas Eve service?
That was, someone.
And he's been to see this person now, hasn't he?
John Paul II, he went to prison to see and forgive the guy who shot him. Yeah, and this man is now released from the prison in Turkey recently. But that was one of the things what Our Lady spoke in these apparitions to children, and that message was written by Sister Lucy, the nun, who had these apparitions, but later on was kept secret till the recent years was officially spoken out. Yeah.
Father, when you were a little boy,
yes,
did you want to be a priest?
I can say the very first time crossed my mind when I was in primary school, year 6.
Okay.
That was, I remember that day.
10?
Yes, about 10 years old, yeah. But that was just very short things when the nun who was teaching us scripture classes was asking about who wants to be a priest, and then I put my hand up, and that's it, forgotten later on. Really came back when I was in high school.
How old?
16, 17. That was really when I seriously started to think about priesthood.
You felt a calling?
It has to be like that. I think it is some kind of call inside you from above that you can feel that this is the only way in your life. It is like that. I was quite social person, mixing with the people, going everywhere, but I always remember that coming back home later on was that feeling, this is not what I really want. This is not what really gives me full happiness. And then coming closer to God, being in the church, being involved with the church life, that was giving me true happiness and joy. And that's why from that moment I understood this has to be from above.
That was about 16. So if you want to become a priest, where do we go from there?
The request from the church is that you have to, if you want to be a priest, to finish your high school with the HSC.
Yes.
And then that's what the priest who was the vocation director told me, that I have to wait till I finish my high school.
So how old were you now?
I was 19 that time.
19? And then you applied to someone?
I applied to our order, religious order.
Do you speak to your local priest first?
Yes. I need his advice, his opinion, and then also talk with my mom.
Yes. How did she feel?
Oh, she was okay. She knew that something is going on because I was involved a lot with the church, that she could smell that something is going on. But to join the religious order, it was quite shocking for her. She thought that I will be just ordinary priest working in the parish, not to join religious order. And that was quite surprise for her, because in the religious life it is slightly different, that you really leave your family, fully join the order, and that they become your new family. Right. And then later on the contact, it is quite limited back home. And that's why that was quite, I think, big ask from her.
When is the last time you saw your mum?
Oh, last year. Now I'm pretty lucky.
It's good.
But Australia was another thing. I never thought I can be sent overseas.
Yes.
My way of thinking it was that I will be always in Poland, working there. And then when my superiors asked me to go to Australia, I went to Mom and I was hoping that she will stop me. And then asked me to stay in Poland. And then I can use that as an excuse to my superiors. But she said, that was your choice. You want to be a priest? You are. Then God is sending you. Go.
How long does it take to become a priest?
Minimum 7 years of study. First year is novitiate, when we learn about religious life, live in the religious order. And then we make our first religious vows. And then next 6 years we study in university, theology and philosophy. And after the 6 years, you can be ordained as a priest. That is the minimum 7 years of preparation.
And now you are actually in charge of Penrose Park, yes?
Yes, I am here as we call prior for our community, and also I'm superior for our community in Australia. That is the new things for me.
So there's a lot of stuff for you to do, really.
It is, because to looking after this place, to make sure that we always provide proper service for people, and then working in this community, living outside city, because our religious order, going back to roots, that was our origin, that we were living outside big towns, cities, and then staying in the bush or forests, and then have our monastic life, and then people were coming to our places for the weekend, and then we provide them service. And that it is the style of life what we are having here, and we are halfway between Sydney and Canberra. I am really enjoying this
Father,
place.
Thank you very much for talking to us. And he's even going to let me have a little go of his instrument upstairs. I'm going to have a play of the organ later. So thank you for that.
No worries. Okay.
Good luck, Father.
Chris, all the best.
That's all today from United Kingdom Talk. Our email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Something different for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next show. Bye-bye now.